watching Soundwaves TV. Chasta here with my friend Shawnee B. Shawnee B Fresh, all the things. He does all the things. You guys have seen him on Soundwaves several times, but never with Quart of Blood Technique. Thank you guys for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having us. I appreciate it.
Way past due.
Yeah.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Jojo, the drummer, Madman, whatever you want to call me. But,
Prefer Madman.
Rob, I play the bass.
And we're missing one.
Yeah. Uncle Funky.
Uncle Funky. He's doing other things today. Yeah. Because that's how you guys roll. Like, how many projects are you doing at this point?
Really actively like playing.
Yeah.
Just one. Just this one.
I find that hard to believe.
I'm shooting a lot of videos and stuff for other stuff. But
right.
I haven't played out with anybody else.
But you're focused right now on Quart of Blood Technique.
Yeah,
I love that. Okay, so I'm super excited because this is how I stumbled upon you. And I met, what did we decide that was? 10 years ago, 12 years ago?
Probably
something
like
that.
12 now.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Quart of Blood Technique played with my husband's band somewhere. I've slept since then.
No, it was a band called Pain.
Oh, that was band called Pain. That's right. That's
Slim's.
right. I'm sorry.
And then we did play with your husband's band at Slim's later.
Rest in peace, Slims.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we've known each other for a very long time, and I'm so excited. I love this band. I love what you guys are stepping into now. It's a little bit of controversy, and that's what we're going to talk about because you and I share our Christian beliefs. We've really gone deep. We've talked about that personally. We've talked about it on the air. But you guys are kind of taking on the evangelical preachers in your new video. Is that fair to say?
All of that.
All of it.
All of it.
Tell us about the vision here.
I think with believers, we don't like to shine the spotlight on ourselves. We are always doing this a lot of times, and we've all been guilty of that. So at this video, I really wanted to just put it out there and show people, there's a lot of hypocrisy within the Christian community. It's a lot of inner hate, I'm more Christian than you, and I do this, and you don't do that, and I believe this. There's so much separation with denominations and all of that stuff. And I was talking to my mom, and we were talking about, I said, the devil and his team, they got it together nice. They all work at one accord. They're very strategic. They're all put together.
All in together.
And us Christians, we're just so separate, and everybody's doing their own. So kind of
well said.
Point the finger at that.
That's great, because it's gotten to a place where I personally, as a Christian, I'm afraid to say that in a public spot because they think I'm one of those Christians.
Right?
You right? I mean, that's
Absolutely.
a terrible place
Absolutely.
for a religious sect to be. Like for me to go.
Yeah.
Feel like I need to whisper it because people think I'm the
it's
judgy
almost a dirty
kind.
word, right?
It is. It's gotten to that place where people think you're the super judgy, or
Right.
and we're not like that. I mean, obviously, in our best lives, trying not to be that way. Nobody's perfect, but I mean, are you a little bit nervous to sort of go out there and say that because it is kind of a controversial statement for you guys?
No.
Nope.
I always listen to, I'm always listening for what God's telling me to do.
Yeah.
And I sometimes I feel I get a message from him, and I just roll with it.
Yeah.
And let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah. Do you guys feel that way?
I feel it because with me, my Christian walk, I was raised Catholic. So my Christian walk started about 5 years, and I'll just give you a quick story, but I was at Target shopping for hair products. Is right when I got my hair twisted up, and a gentleman said he followed me around for like 20 minutes. And he came up to me, he's like, "Hey, can I talk to you?" And we sat in Target for about 45 minutes, and he told me all this stuff about my life. Told me things that the Lord wanted me to do, and he gave me a ticket and said, "Hey, if you want to hear more about this, go to this Denny's where my pastor, Michael John, does his meetings." And I went there, and I've been going ever since. I got, like I said, he's so many prophecies about my future and my life, got rebaptized. But when you go to talk to people, it's like Sean said, people look at you like you're going to be a holy roller or a priest. And I just said, I just want to tell people my testimony, what's happened in my life. And I go, when Sean started the new record and started telling me what he was going to be about, it was beautiful.
It's a calling. I mean, no pun with the name, but it really is a calling from above to go, all right.
And him and I both kind of at the same time. So when he started talking about it, and we're sitting at work, and he was sitting in the car and he started playing with the tracks. I was just like, oh man, I've been waiting to do something like this, first being in an all-black band that I've never done, and then being in a band that's doing a Christian record and trying to put the word out there in a different way was just amazing. I'm just so blessed to be a part of this thing. It's
That's fantastic.
He's my brother for life.
We're blessed to have you.
It took us 3 years to put this thing together, and it just, it's been the best thing I've been in, and I've been playing drums for 40 years and been in a lot of bands, and this is probably the funnest thing I've done in my career.
And it sounds like very fulfilling.
Yeah.
Like, and how do you feel about the whole topic? Got to get your piece on it.
It's kind of refreshing.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I used to play. I grew up in church. Played with a lot with my mom's and her bands at churches.
Oh, okay.
So to be able to be like play a music genre that I love playing also too, with also other black musicians that are also walking with God too. It's great.
It is refreshing. You know, I grew up Southern Baptist in Southern Oklahoma,
Okay.
so I listened to a lot of Christian rock at the time. You know, this is a long time ago. Yeah, yes, Striper, straight up. But I love the conversation piece inside of the genre that I love, which is obviously rock. But I think this is it's an important thing to talk about. You know, there may be blowback because some people might feel attacked, but if they feel attacked, it might be because th're those people and they need to look at their heart.
That's right.
Right? Because we always go back to putting out love. You know, it's not our job. And I'm going to get a little deep here. Jesus was not that. He's not that guy. That's not his story to be
not at all.
above. And I mean, he was the one washing the feet and taking care of everyone. And he was in the hood and he was loving on everybody.
All that love. And
we got to get back to that. The essence of that right there.
This world would be so much, where we're at right now in society and with the whole planet, what it is now, I tell people, I go, this world would be great without us here.
Yeah.
I go, this place would be thriving. You never have anything that's going on. I go, but as human beings, we just don't look at each other the way we should.
Yeah.
You know? To me, the one thing about this, I'll say, that I got from being Christian and doing all the things I'm doing is just the love. And to me, that's what this world is. There's just not a lot of love out there for each other. We hate and selfishness. And I go, so if we could just all learn to love each other and kind of don't judge, just kind of appreciate each other, this world would be,
like rampant.
Oh, it's the illness of the planet. It really is. And social media has a lot to do with that.
Absolutely.
Because people who would never say something to someone's face have the bravery to type it into a screen. And it becomes just toxic.
Yeah.
It's just, that's what it is. And it travels fast. I do want to speak real quick about a collaboration with Soundwaves TV. Dennis, you got to get in here for this.
Yes.
So our very own Dennis Willis, who... oh, Lord, created, directed, produces, does all the things with Soundwaves TV, is doing music videos, which is not totally new for you. I mean, you've done that before, but this is a cool collaboration. How did this come about with the two of you?
A lot of going out to lunch and just talking and realizing we had a lot in common. And the thing is, though, I have to say I don't come from the same place that these guys are coming from. But when you told me your vision for this, which is a very subversive and yet bold idea about taking this song and saying these things in the same way, and your inspiration was Rage Against the Machine.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I get it. That would be cool. And so it's been a total collaboration. It's been absolutely wonderful. Usually when I'll take on a video, I kind of do the whole thing. But working with you and seeing that vision has just been incredible. And it's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah. And that's how I came to it. And you know, it's bold, and I'm happy to be a part of it. It's cool.
And knowing you personally, I hope it's safe to say that some of the toxicity and the bad part of religion is why you're not coming from the same place as we are.
I wouldn't say it that. I wouldn't say, but I am aware of that. Everything you're talking about, I get it. I get the toxicity of it. I would just say that I'm on a different road, and I come to. But I'm not. But the thing is, it's not that I'm not spiritual. It's just that most of what I hold, the thing that holds me back, is what man has put into it for the last 2,000 years. You know what I mean?
That was basically my point. We're on the same page. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, because and the other thing about, I guess, if I'm going to talk about how I come to this kind of thing, is that I can't put a name to it because I can't define it, but I know there's something beyond me, and I know there's something, you know, that holds all this stuff together, and you know, and but I can't tell you what it is, and but I'm fascinated, and so
your mind is open, man.
Yeah, you know, your mind's got to be open because that is what art is about. And the thing is, I see a lot of people who go into a certain artistic anything, and they have their own. Right. That's when you end up with your left wing and your right wing fringe. Exactly. You know what I mean? As opposed to the real way to make art, which is keep your heart and mind and your spirit open to discovery.
Yeah,
that's right.
You know what I mean?
A lot of people have seared their seared their beliefs or seared their consciousness to one way of thinking. Mm-hmm. It's always good to keep your mind open.
Totally.
And I just want to point out what you're saying here is an actual adult conversation where people come from different backgrounds.
What am I doing here?
But can right?
Really?
But can agree and have a
at?
great conversation. These are the conversations that we should be having. And I love that you're putting it into your music and your videos. So we're premiering it, right? Nobody's seen it till now. So let's get to it. So the name of the video is
Calling His Name.
And tell everybody where to find you guys online. Where you hang out most.
You can YouTube mainly. That's our hub, because we got a lot of videos and stuff like that. Facebook and Instagram.
All right, sounds good. Quart of Blood Technique. Look them up. Brand new video premiering right here on Soundwaves TV. We'll be right back.